the next part of the
Yeah.
meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would love to hear from Ashley now, and then followed by Sabrina, and just tell people sort of how you're using the course and what you think of it and what your situation is like, if you could.
Okay. So like I said, I teach agriculture, which is a pretty specific aspect of career and technical education. I definitely, my opinion on the pilot program is it's a blanket for all CTE programs, and you can take it and make it your own depending upon the core curriculum that you teach. With agriculture, your projects are, very project based, very hands on, and they meet all the components of the 7 lessons that are in the pilot program as far as those soft skills that you develop as far as problem solving, setting your goals, achieving your goals, and all of those things. So I've noticed that whenever I'm doing my hands-on projects, we're able to reference the CTECS stuff as well so they can understand the why. Students, especially middle schoolers, aren't going to buy into anything unless they know the why, especially this generation. They don't know why you're making them do this or why you're even talking about it. They're not going to want to sit there and listen to it. So, we talk about the why. We talk about how this is going to develop into high school and how it's going to develop post high school into, secondary education, or maybe they're going to go straight into their career, whatever aspect it might be, and why they need to know this now in order to apply it later. So that's kind of the why on why I'm doing it, is so they can also acknowledge it. And, if they see my passion for it, then they'll buy into it as well because they believe my passion. And so I definitely think it starts with you as far as, your buy-in to the program as well. I think middle schoolers are very vulnerable. I also think ninth graders, I think this program would be great for ninth graders too. Like, I think it can be very, 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 very beneficial to a ninth grader as well, especially a leadership program. I used to teach a leadership class, leadership dynamics, and several of the components that we would talk about in that class is discussed throughout the pilot lessons as well. So I think you could apply it that route. I don't think it's just for middle school. I think those soft skills and those social emotional learning skills can definitely be used. Ninth graders are just as vulnerable as eighth graders. There's not, that real growth doesn't happen until the summer between ninth and 10th grade, in my opinion. And just because when they go into high school, they just don't know where they belong. They're just kind of starting out. They don't know which path they're going to take, especially even with career and technical education. Are they going to go that FCS route? Are they going to go agriculture, business? So I think that when you present these social emotional learning targets to them, it will allow them to better see what their niche is. So that's kind of my soapbox about that. As far as the program goes, we meet every Tuesday to discuss what scenarios, what activities work, and what we think the struggles are. I really haven't had too big of an issue. My kids, this week we talked about the etiquette one, and we're talking on focus on opportunity, which if you guys haven't looked about, my kids didn't know what ethics were. They knew what their values were, but they didn't know how that applied to their ethics, and they didn't even realize that the decisions they make on a daily basis are ethical dilemmas. And so, when you point that out to them, they are able to make that connection and allow them to grow. And you could this was all in a virtual setting. So we're talking about this, we're discussing it, and kids are engaging, and then it just clicks, and they're like, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was what I was doing this entire time. And so the scenarios that are presented on the program are very age appropriate. It's stuff that they will encounter themselves. And so I think putting them in that scenario, in a situation that they could also be in, is very, it just allows them that opportunity to buy into it as well. So that's I don't know how much more I can give you.
Oh,
I know that we are enjoying it. I'm liking the fact that I can't do as many hands-on based projects. So this allows me to meet those soft skills, especially during the times we live in. And, with the pandemic, it's more important now than ever to meet those emotional needs of students. So, and who knows where we're going. I just don't see an end in sight right now. And so this allows me to meet those targets for my students and just see the connection.
Thank you, Ashley. Sabrina, would you like to say a little word?
Sure, I'd love to. So we've been hybrid. So we're part in class, part not. And then
but then we got quarantined, so then we're fully at home, and then we're back and forth. So this pilot came at the perfect time, and it was actually pretty comical because I was able, my district had me go to the Castle Conference last year, and I'm very passionate about SEL. And it's just kind of always been my niche. And even though I'm a business teacher, I didn't even know what SEL was before I went, but it's totally me. So now we're caught up. We're in a small rural district. So I was like, that is totally me. So I've totally embraced it. And teaching soft skills has been something that I've been doing in business for a long time, because I try to teach things that go across to everyone, because no matter if you become an educator, an engineer, or whatever, everyone works for a business. So this pilot came at the perfect time, because instead of teaching my traditional 3 different classes that I do for each grade level, I was able to teach it and implement it in all of my grades. And like Ashley said, it's age appropriate for all of them. And it's been great because my 6th graders have a little different twist. Their answers are different than my 8th graders, but they still see it from their world, and they're still able to engage with all of it. And that's been really fun. I love having an actual curriculum, because as middle school CTE, there is nothing. There's nothing. Typically for business teachers in middle school, they teach computer applications. So I don't do that. I teach a personal finance class through junior achievement with my 7th graders. And then I have an intro to business class I do with my 8th graders. And my 6th graders has typically been more learn how to use your iPad and produce work. Like a real slideshow that's professional, or how to use a sheet, a spreadsheet. So, and the internet safety piece. So I can totally see how in a semester's time, I can tie this in with that and just build on some of these lessons. I was counting, I've made it through 5 of the different lessons here. So I've covered quite a variety. I didn't make it through all 7, but I've really enjoyed them, and they totally fit with what I already do. I don't know what else to say. I really enjoy it. It's very hands-on, and it applies to all the kids. It's flexible. I actually use Google Classroom, and so I have not been on the platform. I pull all the material from the platform and distribute it to the kids on my own. I just really love the fact that I think it can really build my program and build the program for the high school, because I can present it in such a way that, oh, that's what I wanted to say. The career exploration piece I've seen through a whole different lens now. I've always had kids do, their little evaluation to where they go out and learn about career clusters, and then they pick a couple of clusters and search careers. And then they do a little slideshow on the education required, what we've all done for years. And it's so boring, and kids get an understanding of the salary maybe, or what that education is important. But this has been really fun, because they're like, for design thinking, design a space, they actually had to create an office space. So they got to do a little bit of architectural stuff, a little design stuff. And then at the end, I asked them, is this a career that you would be interested in exploring some more? So they actually got to do a piece of it and see, wow, I like being creative at work. And then we put it into, have the discussions of creativity in the workplace. So, my engineering minded kids are just like, ooh, I like this. And then some of them are like, no, I just want to be told what to do. Then they get to mark those things off of their list. And some of them very clearly said that too. So I've really enjoyed that, because it makes me want to create more lessons to where the kids are actually trying different areas, rather than just the traditional, look at the career clusters, what would you pick? So, because in middle school, they know about teachers, doctors, police, and maybe whatever their parents do. It's just really general. So this really opens them up. And of course, STEM has been pushed on them quite a bit. So they might know a couple of those careers, but to really get them thinking outside of the box towards something that they might actually really do. And then they are career focused. Wow, does that need math? How do you need to read for that? And then their other classes become more important to them, because we talk about what classes should you really focus on. And at the high school, what's a class that you should maybe take if you want to pursue this career, so that they are looking forward, and I can really support the core classes while pushing our CTE program.